Animations, Alpha from Alpha Animations. This will be part 4.5, and we'll be finishing off the fingers with the action constraints and all, so you're just going to want to tab into edit mode or click in, whichever you normally do. Align to view 1, shift duplicate your bones. Now where you put these is going to depend on which direction you normally pull your fingers. Like, I normally pull them down from about here to about down where my cursor is. So I'm going to put my bones there. And then you're just going to want to go through and name them AC index. AC of course standing for action constraint. We could also do this with a transform modifier, but I honestly don't know why you'd want to do it that way. Yeah. So, yeah, once you got these. Now, here's something really crucial you need to do. Once you've got all your bones, you're going to go into User Preferences and into Add-ons, and then search for Copy. And there'll be a Copy Attributes menu one. So, what you're going to do is you're just going to tick that tick box to enable it, and then save your user settings, because we're going to need that later on. Let's see. Yeah, we can probably start creating the action now. Sorry. I have just woken up, so yeah. I am still a bit bleh. Okay. For the first frame, we're probably going to want the fingers closed. Now, you can have as many frames in between as you want, just so long as the gap between them is even. I'm just going to do about 5 frame intervals, because I like that kind of gap. Now you just rotate that one 45 degrees, and that one 45 degrees. If you hold Control, it'll increment it for the rotation. Then you'll go back to this one and Alt R to reset the rotation, because we didn't actually insert a keyframe in the first bit. Then you'll rotate these four a further 45 frames, and same with this lot. So you get that, and then you've got the same kind of way of opening that Bootstrap does for his fingers, and then just those all the way down to there. So it goes blonk. Then select one of these, go into Constraints, add Action. The target is going to be armature, bone, AC, index dot left. Yep, AC index dot left. That's our only action, because we haven't changed any of the names or stuff with it yet, but we'll get to that. Set it to local space, and set it to about 0.3 in the Y direction, and we're starting at 0 and ending at 15. So now this is going to do that bit. Here's where the what do you call it? The add-on I told you to enable comes in. You click this you click the bone you want to copy to, and then select this as your primary, then just go Shift Add. Control Copy. So Control C. And then you're just gonna select bone constraints. You can also do copy selected bone constraints, but that's slower because then you actually have to click the constraint, i.e. select it, and then click OK. Now, at the moment it's going to stuff up because you have to be at the end of the animation when they're all at rest pose, because otherwise the animation and this will try and add to each other. And you've just got that. Now if you want, you can select these ones, and then Control Copy and the constraint, and then just retarget them so they no longer use this bone. So I'll go into this one and change it to, well, let's see, this one's the pointer. Ring, and etc. all the way through till you've pretty much reassigned all of these. And then they should all work on their separate bones. Yep. We can go through and test that. And you should have working fingers. It's not that hard. Especially with the copy constraints, so you can just copy your settings across. Now, if you want to do the other thing that Bootstrap does, where he rotates that bone around, that's also quite easy. All you'd have to do is add a second set of bones, or we can do it that the bones move in that direction. Yeah, let's pull the bones out in this direction to pull the fingers around. So we'll also add a frame that starts at 25. Just insert location rotation. Then at 30 we'll rotate these around to here. Now if you've stuffed up your weight paint on one of your fingers, like I obviously have, you'll need to go and fix it so that it is targeted correctly, because that obviously isn't right. But yeah, you can just paint the areas that should probably have been painted. That's making no sense, so we'll just click one up. Okay. So, yeah, sorry about this. I didn't realize I'd white painted it incorrectly. Paint those ones, and well, what's it painted to at the moment? Oh, that explains a lot. There was no weight on them at all. Okay. Now, with any luck, we should be able to get it to work now. Cool. So, we were going to insert location rotation at here so that they pull up to here the way Bootstrap does, and then from there we can just pull these down to do that. Now the constraint we're going to add, what we'll do is we'll control copy, run constraint, oops, wrong way, yeah, that one needs to be primary, run constraint, and then on this one we've got to change the constraint so that starts at 5. No, it's got to start at 25 we said, and end at 30. Sorry, as I said, brain's a wee bit foggy, it's still quite early in the morning here. Okay, how about we just add a final frame where we clear the rotation on those so that we can actually look at this and see what we're doing. And how about we bind it to the X? So X location and 0.05, nah, 0.1. So now if I go there, I'm going to do that, and we'll have those out. Now we can just select all of these, control copy, bone constraints, and again retarget these to this one's pointer. This one is, oops, that's not it. This, and this one is, oh, it's not the ring, it's the pinky. Sorry, yeah, as I said, early morning. So now we can pull these out, drop them down. You may not want to set it up like that, you may want to use a second set of bones, but that's how I'm going to set it up, and you can do that relatively easily by, yeah, just setting it to a second bone. Now all you're going to do for here is you're going to go into the transform blocks, block the location, the scale, and moving on the Z. Because then the only error, oh, nah, how about we just leave the transformation blocks for location alone. Now we'll just go through all of these and do all of that. Don't think you can copy those settings, so there's no fast way to do it. Now we'll just limit location to local space. Maximum X is 0.3. Maximum Y is 0.1. So now yeah, that's obviously not working right. 0.1 maybe. Oh, yeah, that makes a lot more sense. This one should be 0.1, and that one should be 0.3. Yep. Cool. Now we can just select all of these and control copy, bone constraints. And we have all of our fingers nicely done. The reason it's doing that is because I already have a location on that. So if I just go Alt-G, then bang. Really sexy looking fingers. Which I will probably upload a rig test for. To the new team I'm in. So, yeah, that concludes fingers. And see you guys next time. Hope you enjoyed. Actually, next time? What are we doing next time? Yeah, we'll probably improve the armature next time, like add stuff like IK, maybe Fancy Feet. I'm not sure about that one. Although my friend was saying they're not actually that fancy, which I kind of agree with. It's just the name they happen to have. Don't know what those are? Well, you'll see it next time. And yeah. Oh, actually, yeah, we'll add a hat slot for the head and feet. Okay, see you guys next time.